Hello and welcome to tonight's show.
The thievery of Cadillac converter thefts are at an all-time high, especially in my state of California. And today I'm going to go over an article in Los Angeles, and I want to tell people which vehicles are most being targeted by these thieves. So let's get into this topic about Cadillac converters and the thieves that are taking these Cadillac converters and making a huge profit off of these Cadillac converters on the shit show.
Artlist.io. Music licensing reimagined.
What's up, everybody? This is your host with the most, Bane Allen, and today's topic I am going to be talking about Cadillac converter thieves. Yes, Cadillac converter thieves. A Cadillac converter is basically a emissions part that goes underneath your car, which controls the emissions on your car. So it breaks down the pollutants that comes from your engine before it exits the muffler and the tailpipe, but it has to go through the catalytic converter first to break down all the pollutants first, which is monitored by two oxygen sensors. There's bank 1 oxygen sensor that's on the top, and then there's a bank 2 sensor that's behind the catalytic converter. So what these thieves are doing is they're driving by looking for specific cars. They pull up, most times they're in a truck or they're in an SUV. They got a professional floor jack that they hurry up, they pull it out, they jack your car up within seconds. One guy looks out, the other guy crawls up under the car and with a hacksaw, and he cuts off your catalytic converter. Once he takes off your catalytic converter, they let the jack down, throw the jack in the back of the vehicle, and they drive off to find the next victim. Okay, now the main important metals that's in the catalytic converter is platinum, rhodium, and palladium. Okay, those things are very expensive, and they can run between $50 and $250 when sold to an unscrupulous recycling faculty. So in that case, it has to be someone that they're in business with. Okay, so you got to be careful. You got to watch your car. You got to keep an eye on your vehicle at all times. It's a shame they just not just stealing the whole car anymore. You know, they just basically going underneath the car, making quick cash by stealing your catalytic converter. Rhodium alone is currently valued at over $16,000 per ounce. $16,000 an ounce. So if they steal a certain amount of catalytic converters, they can make $16,000 to $20,000 depending on how much weight of rhodium and palladium and platinum is inside that catalytic converter. The actual number of stolen catalytic converters is very likely to be significantly higher, as many automobile owners choose not to report these thefts. For starters, many drivers don't have comprehensive coverage plans that would cover such a theft in the first place. And those who have coverage may have to choose to pay out of pocket, seeing as the cost to repair the converter could be less than the plan's deductible. But depending on the car that you got though, it can run you in between $1,500 to $3,000 just to replace that catalytic converter. That's the catalytic converter alone can cost you up to $1,000 to $2,000, even $3,000. Sometimes, I've seen them go as high as $4,000, just depending on the type of the car, just depending on the year and the make. And these guys are taking these off of brand new cars. You know what I'm saying? And since they've been required by the Smog administration since 1975, they have always been targeted by potential thieves. But now, since we're living in these tough times, this is the biggest, one of the fastest come ups that a lot of these thieves are willing to take. And somewhere down the line, they're going to get caught or end up losing their lives. And it's sad because there's nothing that the consumer can do about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy as hell of what's going on in this world today, and the main cars that they're targeting are the hybrids. You know what I'm saying? The Toyota Priuses in particular are mainly the major target cars that these thieves are going after. So if you got a hybrid or a Toyota Prius, you better lock your car up, put it in the garage, or do the best you can to keep an eye on your car. Better get the most sensitive alarm that you can possibly find and check it. Get you one of those alarms that when it goes off, it goes to the receiver of the remote of your alarm, or they have upgraded ones to where it goes directly to your phone. Even if you have to install cameras on your phone to your car, I should highly suggest that you do that. If you're trying to protect your investment from these thieves out here, you're gonna have to invest some money of security to protect your investment. Because if you don't protect your investment, they are definitely going to get you. I had a good childhood friend of mine. He had called me and he told me, "Hey man, I started up my car and I heard a loud a blunka 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 blunka." Come to find out, they stole his catalytic converter right in front of his niece's house with no hesitation. He came out the next morning to start his car to go to work, and next thing you know, his catalytic converter was gone. They got him in the middle of the night when he was sound asleep. And people these days they don't really say anything. A lot of people just ride by. A lot of people just mind their business. Because in reality, when you see somebody jacking up a car, you don't know if it's their car. You don't know if they're working on their car. Because a lot of people just tend not to ask questions. Because they don't want any conflict with those particular people that's stealing the Cadillac converters. But if they're in the wrong neighborhood and they try to take a Cadillac converter off the wrong person's car, more than likely they're going to end up losing their lives, or they're going to end up getting the ass whooping that they deserve. You know what I'm saying? In an article that I was reading, it says the best way to disrupt the theft, experts say, it is to make your vehicle less desirable or more difficult to target. There are several different types of cages or clamps that can be installed by an experienced mechanic, but all vehicle owners should take basic precautions to park your car in a locked garage, like I said before. If you have access to one, or install cameras, like I said before, and motion sensor lighting in the driveway is what they recommend. I said that without even reading it, you know. But you have to really protect your investment. You know what I'm saying? Because those Cadillac converters, man, they're expensive. They're expensive. So this is the craze that's going on out here in California. And it's been going on for quite some time. So I'm just giving everybody a heads up warning to watch your vehicles, watch your cars. This is your host with the most, Bane Allen, and I'm out. Peace.